Hi guys, I'm doing a really quick recipe. How many of you have had your kids or yourself and you've been like, I'm hungry, but I know everybody's real big on eating healthy these days. So I've got a really easy recipe for broccoli. And I don't like broccoli. I'm like emphatically anti-broccoli and I love this. So if you don't really like broccoli, you might want to try it this way. If you've already tried it this way, then, well, that's a different story. I just realized you can see my fridge, my colorful, beautiful fridge in the background. Just ignore that. Okay, so what I have is I've got a small mixing bowl worth of broccoli heads. I just want the heads. If they've got a lot of stem on them, you might want to cut them off. And this is frozen broccoli that I've run some cold water on. Not hot, because the hot water is going to start cooking it. You don't want to do that. So just some cold water on it. So there is the broccoli. And now I have the garlic, some garlic cloves. I use about 4 garlic cloves. Let's see if I can get this right so you can see. Sorry. I use about 4 garlic cloves of about average size. If you don't like that much garlic, then don't use that much. So, let's set it up. So you can watch me. Take your knife with the blade facing away from you. You're going to take your garlic clove, set it down on the cutting board, and just very gently tap it. Okay, that wasn't hard enough. There we go. What that does is it separates the garlic clove from the skin, and it comes right out. See, peeling garlic cloves can be a royal pain in the butt. So, if you just do that, it comes right out of the skin. Crap. Now that we have all of our garlic peeled, we're going to mince it pretty finely. And the easiest way that I found to do this is to put the garlic in a little pile like this. Put your hand on the top part of the knife, and you're just going to go up and down and kind of rock it back and forth. Now, these don't have to be uniform sizes, but you want them to be small. So, just keep rocking it back and forth, and it really doesn't take that long until you mince up the garlic. Now, you can buy already minced garlic in the grocery store, and that's totally fine, whatever your preference is. I know sometimes you don't have the time to do the mincing up of the garlic, even though this doesn't take very long. But and you can also use the granulated garlic, but you need to use a little bit more. Okay, so this is minced up good enough. Okay, so the next thing you need is you're going to need a medium-sized skillet, whatever you have, just medium-sized skillet, extra virgin olive oil, again, whatever brand you'd use, extra virgin olive oil. And you're also going to need some soy sauce or some teriyaki sauce. I prefer the soy, but it is also actually pretty good with the teriyaki sauce. Okay, so I'm trying to set this up so everybody can see, which you can't because that's in the way. Let's move that. You're going to take your pan, and we're going to put it on about medium-high heat. Drop things on the floor. Okay, you're going to take your olive oil and just put maybe 2 tablespoons in the pan. And I'll show you what that looks like. See, you just want enough to coat the bottom of the pan and have a little bit left over for when you're done. Okay, so we're going to give that a minute to heat up. It really doesn't need that long. If you're wondering if it's hot enough yet or if it's not, look at the pan, because you'll see the oil. It moves around in a little bit of a pan. I mean, nobody's stove is perfectly level. It always moves from one side to the other. But if you look in there and you see it kind of wavy, shimmery looking, that means that it's getting warm. So look for that. When it starts doing that, you know it's warm enough to add your garlic, which is what we're going to do next. Okay, so my pan is warm. I'm just making sure that the olive oil is all over the bottom of this bad boy. I've got my garlic that I minced earlier, and I'm just going to add that. 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 And I'm just going to right to the pan. It's going to start sizzling. Okay. Put that right in the sink. Alright, now what you want to do with this is make sure that you stir it around. You don't want the garlic to burn or cook too thoroughly because you are going to cook the garlic in the pan for a while. So you don't want it to get too hot because then it burns and then your whole meal just tastes like burnt garlic. And ew, I like garlic, I don't like burnt garlic. So give it maybe 2 minutes, maybe 3. When you really start smelling that olive oil and garlic fragrance, that's when you know, sorry it sticks, that's when you know that your garlic is just about ready. And when you get to that, you're going to add your broccoli. So we've got our broccoli, and we're just going to throw that right in the pan. And actually, I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit. You want it to be right on medium heat because this is frozen. And if you cook it on too high of a heat, what's going to happen is you're just going to thaw it, burn the outside, and the inside's going to still be frozen, and that's just gross. So just kind of stir it around in here. Making sure that the broccoli gets coated all around. And let it cook for a minute or so. So how do you know when your broccoli is almost done? I'll tell you. You see how the broccoli right now looks kind of pale? But the stems themselves, these stems, the stemmy parts, they're going to start turning a really deep green. And when they really start getting that deep green color, that's when your broccoli is just about done. Not quite, because we still have one more step, but it's just about done. So keep stirring it and agitating it. Let it cook for a minute and then stir it up a little bit. Let it cook for a minute more and stir it up a little bit more. Just to make sure that everything has been coated with the olive oil and the garlic and that it's all cooking evenly. Again, it's all about fragrances. I can start smelling this broccoli really cooking. So I know that and the stems have gotten that nice deep green color, so I know that it's almost done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my soy sauce and just going to kind of drizzle it over the top. You don't want to use a whole lot. And we're going to stir that around. It smells so yummy, I tell you what. And making sure it all gets coated. And then really you just cook it for maybe 4, maybe 5 minutes. If you think that the broccoli is cooking a little too quickly, then just turn your heat down and let it cook a little slower on that temperature. But it's cooking up pretty good now, so we're going to let this cook for a few more minutes, and I'll show you the finished product.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it. It's all done. You can see here's the finished product. It is steamy, yummy broccoli goodness. And the real test, how does it taste? Eat it. It's hot, huh? Take a little piece.
It's good.
Yep, it's one of his favorite snacks. I'm gonna chow down on it. Sit right in your chair, buddy. I want you to fall. There you have it. There's the verdict. The kids eat it. So anyway, that's a really, really quick, easy recipe. Anybody can do it, and you have really yummy broccoli. Okay, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to like. It's up there. Subscribe over there. I think it's down here now, so subscribe down here at the bottom, and we'll make some more videos for you. Okay, thanks. Bye.